What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 4th episode of Kageki Shojo. This one's titled Tears Overwritten. Now hopefully that means that some of Ai's tears and from her situation that has kind of thrust itself back into her life here. Hope that means that they're going to be overwritten with some more positive ones, potentially. I mean, you don't just get over something that's that deeply rooted in her. Like, it's not just going to go away, but she can start to make some strides towards improving on that and making progress in order to lessen the impact that those events have had on her, because did not expect the show to go that direction with it. And this is something I think I said in Kimono Jihen when we were reacting to that. I'm very glad that shows are willing to take the darker turns in their backstories to explore the impacts they have on characters and what ultimately ends up influencing them, especially through childhood. Because Kimono Jihen, we were dealing with 13, 14-year-old kids and the events that were happening to them, obviously in a more fantasy setting, since I don't think many people have spider mothers in the real world, but, you know, to each their own if you do. I mean, we don't know what's fully out there in the world, do we? I mean, come on. Conspiracy theory time. Lizard people. Yeah, anyway. Again, I didn't expect there to go with the darker backstory of it. Relatively speaking, it wasn't overly dark because it was simply left as a forced kiss. But the psychological damage was already done at that point, and knowing that nothing actually got done about it, it's not like the kiss happened, he was found out and was boosted out. It's not like it's that he was still there. And she never felt safe in her own home because of it. And that's something that, if it's a constant reminder every single day that that situation could happen, and it could go worse the next time, you know, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and really play on your mind even more. And add that to the fact that her mother simply doesn't believe her, or wouldn't believe anything like that, and the uncle ultimately had an argument with the mother, I believe. And nothing really happened from that either. It's like, yeah, that's going to reinforce it to you and make that effect even worse than what would have happened. Again, I personally believe that this is more psychologically damaging to her because it's not a single event that she then has to contend with in her life, as, say, full sexual assault into rape potentially could have done. This being a constant reminder for her every day, and no one except her own her uncle believes her, I think that's more damaging long term, potentially. Obviously, I've never been in such a situation, so I have no real basis to say, but I think the repeated potential and getting inside your own head about it can be far worse than just one single act. But anyway, either way, I love that the show is willing to go that darker route to build up one of its characters' traumas for and ultimately their behaviors and the way they act. Plus, we now have idea of what this stalker after us is. This is a fan who was doing a handshake meet and greet type event, held on to her a little bit too long in the handshake, which I'm sure happens so much. Like, I don't want to be mean to it, but the idol industry must be some form of hell for the idols in its own way, right? Like, I'm any public facing position, whether it be through work, whether it be through like online presence, whether it be through being an idol, an actor, an actress, like, they all have their weird encounters with fans. And you can't pick your fans sometimes, so you will get the creepy ones, the forceful ones, the overbearing ones, and ultimately that will play on your mind as well, because people have some weird fan interactions. Like, even like YouTubers, like big YouTubers, have those stories of fans that just took it too far. I mean, the fans that go to like YouTubers' houses and stuff, it's like, that's just creepy, dude. Like, no, you're not their friends just because you watch a lot of their content, right? So, but yeah, she kind of lashed out at him, and he's now shown back up here. To what extent, we don't know. I'm inclined to believe that he visually speaking, he does look like the typical idol obsessive fan, if that makes sense. I don't want to make a stereotype of what they look like, but depicted in anime, this is certainly what they look like. We saw that with Budokan as well. What was his name? The large guy from Budokan. Where is it? If I can find it. If my favorite idol made it to the boot. Yeah, if my favorite idol made it to the boot, I would die. This is the series I'm talking about. Kumasa, that's him. He seems to be a Kumasa type character. And so that would explain like why he's like stalking her, but I don't think he's ill-intentioned here. I don't think he's ill-intentioned. I think that Ai's obviously perceiving him as that, and he's not doing himself any favors in trying to stop that perception either. But ultimately, he does mean well. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from him so far. I don't think he's the typical, well, earlier episodes. I don't think he's actually stalking her for the sake of stalking her because he's in love with her or something stupid like that. I don't think it's going to be quite like that. But I'm curious to see what reason they give for him being there. Because we've got to contend with him. It's just him and Sarasa here now, so are we going to talk to him? Are we going to run after Ai? I'm not quite sure what we're going to do just yet, but I guess we'll see. But we're going to load the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format access to our YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all Patreon and Patreon actions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Lock Horizon, all of which will be coming out this week, although slightly delayed, obviously, because we're still playing catch-up. But they will be coming out this week. I'm not going down another week without doing them because I need to watch them, otherwise we'll never catch up and be ready in time for next season, because I need to get World Trigger ready for the full season, because World Trigger Season 3 is meant to be coming out then. I want to get Lock Horizon completed so we can open up another slot, and I'm obviously wanting to get into Symphogear Season 3 because I'm loving Symphogear and I don't want to delay it any more than I have to. So, yeah, we'll get into all that hopefully very, very soon. But here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play. Then play say episode, I say episode, and we should be in sync. We watch this one on Funimation, like I said, because this is the series that licensed it. We have King Records and Funimation logos to start with, so it's just over 14 seconds. You can use the screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning as well. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. King Records. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Here he is. Yep. Yep. Well-intentioned, just misread. Okay. Repeat time. I do like this OP as well. It's not the type of thing I'd necessarily necessarily put on my playlist, but it's enjoyable for the show. Alright, here we go. Yep. That's what she's concerned about. Yes. Perfect timing. I mean, that's not any worse or any better. Hmm. Okay. Wants to know what happened, yeah. This is gonna get a completely wrong impression. Oh boy. It's gonna be a problem in the future. Mm-hmm. As you do. Duh. Yeah, let him talk. There she was. She's not trying to not smile. Hmm. Okay. Actually saw her. Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah. The Narashi Nation. Okay. Comparing it to Perry? Really? Okay. Okay. Hey. Doing well. Yeah. And you guess he freezes up at the handshake bit? Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep rubbing in, I guess. Hmm. He felt guilty about it. Okay. Kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll just sell with that. Oof. No, he doesn't hate you, he just hates all men. Yeah. He just happened to be at the ends. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because she hasn't had that home environment to feel safe in for so long. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's that's gonna be a problem. I don't think you have to worry about that. Those movements though. That's some fluid movements. They are all into it as well. Jesus Christ. I can feel that in my back. Ooh. Yep. What do you mean, what's up? I mean, oh boy. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. To be fair, Taichi wasn't dancing. Hmm. 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 Okay. What the hell are we now? Hmm. Oof. Is there any particular reason why the entire thing isn't inclined and there actually is steps? Genuinely curious about that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Unlikely. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't know the full story about that. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes the blackmail. Oh boy. Hmm. Still pretty concerned about that. Hmm. You have it out for her. That's why you're doing it. Not boyfriends. Huh? She knows. Hmm. Hmm. Want him to rescue her this time. Hmm. Doesn't look like they continue to bother her. So. Oh. Oh boy. Here we go. Okay, the second you chased and started touching her, it's like, now you're a piece of shit. And he's gonna step in. The music! He missed. Perfect. Perfect. Jesus Christ, that drew blood? That was a slap, not a punch. Mm. Hmm. Hey, some officers nearby. What do you mean let you off the hook? What? What is that? What a scene. Okay. Oh no, poor guy. Poor guy. Ah. That's the problem with getting typecast. Uh. Hmm. Jesus Christ. They found her picture, right? Mm-hmm. He's well-meaning. This is good progress. He's not going to be creepy enough to hold on for too long this time. Hmm. 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 I really like him. Mikihake. Hmm. Very true. Hmm. It's a very thing of a character to think like that. Hmm. I wonder what her past is like. Yeah. Yeah, she's not doing well. I feel like that's going to be our next thing to focus on. That was a really good episode. Really good episode. Also went by very fast, but yeah, that was perfect, honestly. Got some good development for I. I really liked him as well. I'm hoping they'll probably do a similar thing as they did with what show am I thinking of? What show am I thinking of actually? I think it's Gekidoll as well. There's another show they did of having a fan that stuck around and kept coming, and you saw him in the background of other performances. I mean, that happened in Zombieland Saga. It happens in a lot of shows where you have these consistent fans that always show up. Hopefully, we see him when we get to an actual performance in this show. All right. The Chosen Maidens. Okay. Damn, this show's so good. Genuinely. This is definitely a hidden gem of the season, without a doubt. I love that the rating's going up consistently as well. We've gone from a 65 to a 68 already. Mean score is at 70, which is good. Again, not high in viewership though. At least on the AniList is where I'm judging most of this stuff. 4,500 concurrent viewers is pretty low, but I think once again it's the theme of the show, an all-girls school on musical and theatrical arts. Not exactly the biggest demographic capture that you can possibly imagine, right? But as I kind of said early on, a lot of it would depend on how heavily they went into the musical and theatrical side of things. Because, like I said, I'm not the target demographic, but I'm really liking this because it's not so focused on its musical roots just yet. It's focused on its character roots, which is very important for any show, to build up your characters and make them likable and want to aspire to be them, want to experience their story with them, want to see them improve in certain types as well. You want to see I improve. You want to see that progression of I being extremely cut off to being more open and being more, what's the word I'm looking for? Happy is a very generic term, but I guess being more happy, being more confident in her own self, and just feeling her feeling of safety, really. But yeah, that was a very, very good episode. Our creepy otaku guy, he did well, and fair play to him, being there and wanting to stand up for her. Even if, again, he wasn't exactly the one that could. It was 2-on-1 to begin with, and ultimately he was never going to win an actual fight, right? But Sarasa coming in clutch as well. Poor guy got immediately just oh, there's some guys harassing this girl. It's it can't be the two that just ran away. No, it's got to be this one somewhat creepy looking guy, right? I guess that does happen, right? Which is kind of a shame, but thankfully we cleared that situation up, which is good. But yeah, fantastic episode, fantastic characters so far. Loving everything about this show. Looks like next week we might be Chosen Maidens. Maybe we'll be focusing more on the actual theatrical aspects of it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if anything more is going to happen with, what was her name? Hijiri taking that picture. Don't know if anything more is going to happen with that, or if that's kind of resolved itself now. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 like you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.